It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Steelers' versatile running back. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit.
The Steelers offense ready to get back into gear, 4-0 through the first month of the season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
As his strong season continues, last week's performance putting him over 1,000 yards now for the year.
And what do you think he's saying?
Feed me.
Exactly.
Gotta eat.
I want more yardage, because he's definitely not going to be satisfied with what he's accomplished thus far.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. And you start to see how comfortable he's getting with this offense. He's understanding his blockers, understanding the playbook a little bit more, understanding his usage rate, and he's really thrived in the first part of the year.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Walker.
Oh, what a move. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the air. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Here we go.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A catch and 1st down for Robinson, coming off of a rough single season with the Rams with just over 300 yards. A fresh start after a trade to Pittsburgh. If there's a team that gets a lot out of its receivers, it's the Steelers.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Open man. There's Darnell Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Throw complete. Pickett to Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Second and 7. A gear for Walker running right.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Again, it's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And out loud, and he's got the connection to Walker. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the...
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a gain of a couple there. and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Here's Pickett. This one goes underneath to Walker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Skirts by with the 35. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Pickett back to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers or tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the 1st, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to
to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And out across midfield, down to the 45.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Walker with another carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On second down, it's Walker. The 20, 5, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.